Here we go, y'all. BossMack Topsoil Live. We about to go up. Fuck with me now. Let me catch a vibe. Look. Kissing babies and shaking hands, man. I'm out here doing. Look, you hear me? What the fuck I got to do out here? Making it bright open. And you are now experiencing the world famous BossMack podcast. RNS, y'all. RN motherfucking S. Oh, yes. Today is a beautiful day. I'm happy as fuck to be up in here doing this. Y'all niggas already know how I get down. Nothing but good game when I come around. BossMack Topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. Whoa. Look, yes indeed. I'm here to give you what you need with the speed. Real niggas always in the motherfucking lead. What's up with y'all out there? BossMack Topsoil in the atmosphere. Happy as fuck to be here with y'all right now. We in full motion. The BossMack podcast is in full motion. And as you can see already, I have a very special guest. I have a black entrepreneur in here, a businesswoman, chapter 38, wine boss.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Keisha.
Yes.
Markeisha.
That's it. That's what they call me.
See, I'm glad I did not fuck up right there. I was trying to make sure I was right. How you doing tonight, though?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm alive.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like the glasses.
Thank you.
I like the braids is brackin'. I feel you, man. The braids is brackin'. What's up with the chat, though? Hey, let me know let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. Shout out to the chat. Let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. You know the show is always brought to you by BossMack Streetwear. Go through BossMack Streetwear and cop some BossMack Streetwear. You see the Snoop got on the bitch relax right there. World famous. Put game on the shirt to make bitches want to flirt. Bitches,
come on now.
Bitches will take pictures of you wearing that right there. But I want to make a special notation that the BossMack tonight has on a different crew neck right here. Black Money Matters. Black Money Matters. Y'all go fuck with this brand. You feel me? Because Black Money Matters. The homie, my homie Zoe copped this for me at the Compton Black Exchange. You know, we supporting black business. And this is most definitely a black business episode right now.
That's what's up. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, man, because we got a black businesswoman in here, man,
you know
for
what
real.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, now, also, the show is brought to you by BossMack. Give me a game if you need some game because you're struggling with your bitch out there. Holla at the BossMack Topsoil. I got the reasonable race that's great. I promise, man. I'm not giving out no cookie cutter game, man. I'm going to listen to your problem, man, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Exactly what I would do in a scenario, man. Holla at me, jump in the description, schedule some times. You know, I'll fuck with y'all niggas. When y'all, listen, when you win, I win.
Okay.
You understand me? Fuck with me, don't fuck with them. I'm trying to tell you. Fuck with me, don't fuck with them. Because they gonna, hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I ain't trying to hit you over the head and take all your money and shit. But you got to break bread for the game. You feel me? Yeah, man. Also, the show is brought to you by Dub's Organic Coffee Blend, man. Fuck with Dub's Organic Coffee Blend. Dubs Organic Coffee Blend, located at 7962 Fountain Avenue, West Hollywood, California, around the corner from the Live Factory and Comedy Store, man. Like I said, I told you, man, your bitch wants you to take her to see some comedy. So what you do is you stop by Dubs first, get you some espresso,
Okay.
get your mind sparking, get to know
Okay.
your bitch, talk to her, get some conversation going there first, then go to the comedy thing. I'm trying to tell you, man, that's a good night right there.
I see.
You bring it all together, because you ain't gonna be able to talk at the comedy thing like that. You know, it's gonna be noisy in there. She gonna want to be laughing at the jokes. You gonna be trying to slip in your conversation, distracting from the shit.
Oh shit.
Fuck around and fumble. How you doing today, though, over there? How was your day?
Hey, you know what? I'm doing really good. I want to give a personal shout out. I got some people from Houston that's in the on the live joining and supporting.
Okay.
And you know, I got a big support system back in Houston, so I want to give the love to my Houston family.
Shout out to Houston.
Yeah.
I got some people in Houston, man. I like Houston.
Do you? What you like about Houston?
I ain't been there yet. Or I've been there, but not recently. I just like I be hearing about the barbecue and all that old shit,
What?
man. I want to go out
Best
there.
Barbecue.
I want to go out there and get in the line. I heard, you know, they got people, you could pay people to sit in the line for you type shit.
What line you talking about?
I don't know, man. I be hearing about certain barbecue spots. It's like
you must be talking about the turkey leg hut.
I don't know, man. I be
Yeah.
hearing about certain spots where it's so popping that you got the line is down in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, like people, they ain't even got to work.
Breakfast Club, downtown Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a couple spots like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to experience that.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
You might not come back.
Might not come back. Okay. But you here, though. You here.
I'm here.
You here?
I'm here, yeah.
Okay, so did I ask you how your day was already? Did I do
Yes,
that?
you did.
Okay, man. You know, I be trying to make sure, man.
Thank you.
Trying to make sure everybody's good. You know. Anyway, man, I want to say that the boss. Is somebody texting me? Leaky, I'll call you tomorrow. I'm in ATL. Okay, that's a female. All right, my bad. I didn't mean to get that distracted. Getting weird texts and shit. Shout out to the chat, though. Get the likes up for the BossMack. I brought y'all some high quality guests today. I want to say I had a very blessed day today. I was happy to be out here amongst the living. It was a beautiful day. I want to say rest in peace to Big Y out there. I wasn't able to make it to the funeral because I had to go check on some of my peoples that's doing bad, you know. But rest in peace to Big Y, man. I want to send love and shouts out. Yeah, man. Legendary individual, you know, out there in the culture. You know, good dude. You feel me? Yeah. All right. Now, we usually do in the show, we start off with niggas in the news. And niggas in the news. Niggas in a motherfucking news. And if my nigga was here, he would say niggas need to stay out the news. And then I would say, but they can't.
But they can't.
Shout out to the homie Boogaloo. All right. Our first nigga in the news, Boosie got
I saw that.
he got released today.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he got released.
You didn't know he got released?
Nah.
How you feel about you're a Boosie fan over there?
Yeah, my sister, okay, so being in Houston for the last 15, 16 odd years, Boosie definitely had an impact on Houston. And so when he got locked up before, Houston was on some free Boosie. That's all we was on that. And to hear him get locked up now, like, he's very, like, important to the culture. That I mean, it's a setup, in my opinion.
You feel it's a setup? Did you see what he did?
I don't have to see it.
You don't have to see it. Okay. Okay,
I
that's
had to
what's
see
up.
it.
I feel you. I like the
feel
support.
it in my gut.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
Boosie got a lot to say, and a lot of people don't like,
I
to
like
hear
that.
it. It could be ratchet. It could come off like, but people like that.
I
And
like that.
it's a way to silence him in a sense. So
I feel you.
shut him down for a second, but maybe he'll tone down.
Well, I think he's gonna have to go to penitentiary. He gonna have to go to penitentiary for a couple years. He bailed out though. He out on bail, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Boosie ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
Nah, Boosie
Okay.
ain't going nowhere. He gonna fight this one.
Okay.
This one is a different charge. I think Boosie got that.
Okay. I like your optimism.
Yeah,
I like
he
her
got the
optimism.
fan base too. He's
People
done
love him, huh?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
you know.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. All right. Another nigga in the nose is the people that is have you heard about the people that went down in the submarine to go see the Titanic and they got lost? You heard about that? Some millionaires. You heard about that?
I'm about to be very racist.
Why are you even doing that shit? I know. Why? What's the motivation?
Where it's at? Why? Like
They was trying to get some treasure. I think they was trying to come up on something.
what? What
You
is
know
it?
they
money
be
down
treasure
there?
hunting. You know that white people once they paper get up high, they start doing unnecessary shit for entertainment, like treasure hunting. So they was treasure hunting. They was. Why are you laughing and shit? They was treasure hunting.
Because this shit is stupid.
It's stupid.
What you mean?
But you know when you treasure hunting, it's dangerous and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, but still, like
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. So what they got lost, right?
Yeah, man, they came up missing, man. They didn't
well,
come back.
The less whiteness we got to deal with next. Simple motherfuckers, fucking.
Okay. Another nigga in the nose is they shot up the Juneteenth at Leimert Park.
Okay.
What's your feelings?
So I was there.
You were there.
I was there. I had a booth.
You had a booth.
I got there by 8 a.m.
Okay. How was the experience?
Amazing. I was really proud to see that LA had taken it up a notch and was actually delivering for the culture, for the kids, for the community,
Right.
educating the people who. And so let me back up. So that area is being gentrified.
Facts, though. I see
heavy.
I see that.
And so to be there early and to watch all of the gentrification culture come. I don't even want to call them culture. People that came to like indulge in the bullshit, see what it was. They got an educational experience because that's what they delivered. So if you got there before 4 o'clock, you got the
beautiful.
best experience. It was black unification. It was the other cultures who had an opportunity to see that.
Right.
And it was a great melting pot. But then
Did you do good?
I did really good.
Okay,
Made
okay.
some really good connections.
Okay.
The only thing, oh God, I don't know if I need to say this. Should I keep it real? Or?
Keep it a buck, man. Let's go. We talking, man.
Okay.
We on here, man. It's real conversations.
Okay, so when I first got there was a CMOS black-owned business, of course, that was
Okay.
there, woman-owned, and my booth was directly behind her.
Right.
And when she saw what I was bringing out, setting up, she came up to me and she said, "Hey, sister, happy Juneteenth. Are you setting up a bar? What are you doing?" I told her, I said, "Well, it's not a bar, but, I'm doing wine tasting, cannabis infused wine." She takes it upon herself to go to, I'm assuming, the organizers of Juneteenth and say that she wasn't comfortable with me setting up next to her with a wine bar or a
Wow.
wine station. So I instantly was so disappointed
Just-
because it's early in the morning. We're here for unification. Why are you that concerned about what I'm doing? It had nothing to do with you, and my money not gonna stop yours if you stay in your lane or just support. It goes a long way. So
Don't white people drink wine in the morning sometimes?
They do.
Don't they do that?
For breakfast.
Yeah,
and their kids do too.
I mean, so what?
I don't know.
Was
I'm trying not to glorify that or put too much light on that, but we as a culture of as people we can't be disappointed or intimidated by what the what the fuck somebody else is doing. Like, we in two totally different lanes. You doing CMOS, I'm doing wine.
Right.
It should have been a different. So anyway, that was at 8 a.m. So I had to check myself because I was getting ready to cause a disturbance.
Explode on a motherfucker. I feel you. I'm about to go up in here.
I just got here. But outside of that experience, it didn't, change the experience. It didn't do anything. So I did really good. So I'm so grateful for that. This was my 3rd year at Juneteenth.
Okay.
And every year it gets better.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it was an amazing experience. However, after a certain time, I realized that maybe it was time for me to start packing.
The element started changing.
Definitely started shifting.
And then as the progression through the day, the more consumption of alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
It started.
I feel like when Too Short got on the stage.
Wow.
But so, I was close.
You gonna blame it on Short? Come on, man. You think shit?
I'm not saying that he's a part of it. He has nothing to do with it. It's just given the climate or whatever. But, we were closer to the stage, walking around, because as my people started showing up, I was able to freely walk around and, kind of indulge and meet people, whatever. And I'm closer to the stage, and you hear on whoever is the organizer come on the mic and say, if we all can just give each other space, then we could breathe and we can get air so that everyone isn't passing out. And I'm like, it's not hot.
It was that packed.
I don't know if it was the drugs that was causing some of the people to pass out that they were doing, or if it was truly the environment, because it wasn't hot. I didn't see a lot of people automatically.
Motherfuckers be off the perks. Come on, man. Motherfuckers be off the many different drugs.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Then he comes and says that, and we're standing around waiting on Jasmine or waiting on the next performer, and then you hear. So we have Joseph at the stage. If his parents can come, he's lost, and we need to know where his parents are. Come to the 43rd entrance. It's just okay. As that's happening at the Pizza Hut, there's people climbing at the top of the roof, and they're helping each other climb.
For what though? What's the?
I'm assuming, I can't even tell you because I don't know if they're trying to get a better view or if, they want to be seen. I don't know what it was.
You don't know what the motivation is.
I don't.
Okay.
I just looked at my best friend and I was like, oh, I think it's time for us
to leave.
To leave. So, yeah, like I said, after about 4 o'clock, I definitely got the experience that I was looking for, and I exited the building.
So you was gone.
I was gone.
Okay, then you heard about the extracurricular activities that followed. Mm-hmm. While you were gone. Oh, see, you one of them special people that have you have the gift. See, niggas don't be having that. Niggas don't have that, man. Niggas don't have that gift. You can just go like this right here and just go, okay, wait a minute, hold on. I'm about to cut. I'm about to leave. I might not even say nothing.
Yeah. That part.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And then you hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
I mean, you peep certain shit.
Feel
and
the
energy,
it's time to go.
It's definitely time to go.
Niggas. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, was it a massive turnout? Was it a lot of people?
Yes.
Yeah.
And as the evening progressed, more and more people continued to come. It was beautiful, like I said. I mean,
Wow.
There were 3 stages, so you had multiple performances happening. You had the culture of Warren G, DJ Quick, Kendrick Lamar, Tupac. They had these displays of like an art gallery, kind of giving the culture of how they impacted the LA culture. So again, these were like really monumental, like, I guess, art display for people in the gentrification, community to see. Like, this is not just, who we are, or no, like, this is real. Like, this is, and here's the information to follow it.
Right.
So no, like, it was amazing. It was packed. It was dope. It was all of the blackness that you needed to see. They expanded it this year. They shut down Crenshaw from Vernon to Stocker. I mean, it was huge. There was line dances. It's just after 4:00. I don't know if I
think it's on track.
I don't know if it after 4:00 it's on demon time.
Demon time.
Oh my God.
Niggas just be like,
jeez. And so yeah.
See an enemy and just be
that
like,
that part. It was a lot of that happening.
I'm not letting him slide. I'm doing something. Fuck
and
all the peace.
That part. And I can't. I don't want to make it seem like it was Too Short, because Too Short had the bitches on their knees and they popping, locking, and Short gone give you that action. But after he got off stage, it just deteriorated from there.
It just went to that place.
Yeah. I'm still trying. I don't know the whole incident behind McDonald's. I saw it online. The only thing I saw was Pizza Hut. So I know if they was active like that at Pizza Hut, McDonald's.
Active at Pizza. If
they was active at Pizza Hut, it definitely went down at McDonald's. McDonald's was an easy takeover. Pizza Hut may not have been so easy. But
the youth, man, the youth.
Yeah,
I feel like the youth is out of control right now. Just a side note, have you ever heard of in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now? They have what you call the Kia Boys. You ever heard of them?
No. First of all, I don't listen. Oh God, I'm about to be biased again.
Okay, I don't listen to.
I am so like, it's specific artists that I listen to past a certain time frame.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I care to hear new.
You can't hear no new shit, right?
I didn't say that. I just said that it's touch and go. So
because that shit be so dumb.
Yeah,
like, what
sometimes
the
it's some of it like Lil Baby, King Von. They are like amazing artists,
right?
Because I feel like to some degree, Lil Baby is a little bit more out there, but King Von definitely has a message. But if it doesn't have a message, I'm at the stage and I'm older, of course, so I'm looking for a message.
So you like Dot, Kendrick, and J. Cole and shit like that.
All of that.
Okay, I feel you.
All of that.
I feel you.
It's they're saying something.
Now, when I was talking about the Kia Boys, I wasn't talking about no music.
Oh, I'm listening.
I wasn't talking about no music.
Okay.
I was talking about it's a culture of young niggas that steal Kias.
Damn.
And then they just drive wild as fuck in them and go and take the police on high speed chases regularly.
Well, we're talking about Milwaukee,
right?
And a lot of people may not be on to Milwaukee, but spending some time in Houston, like I did at one point, we had a lot of people moving from Milwaukee to Houston. So I had my first interaction with that, and it's given New Jersey Drive. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. It's just history repeating itself.
Now, what's funny about that is this big time YouTuber covered them and gave them some light. It's already getting out there, like people know about him. But this big YouTuber that's from Milwaukee named Tommy G gave him some light, and that shit just went viral and put that shit out there. I'm telling you, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's the youth out there. It's like some Children of the Corn. You ever heard of Children of the Corn?
What?
Okay,
yes.
It's like some Children of the Corn type of shit.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that shit is spreading.
Well, I feel like when they made Children of the Corn, they knew that this shit was gonna happen anyway. It was giving our asses a fucking warning.
Give me the ass up. This is what's coming. The kids gonna be wild. Y'all ain't gonna be able to control.
Ain't gonna be able to control these motherfuckers. They shit. What is it? Children of the Corn? Yeah, like that. That was our warning. That was our prep right there to figure out what the fuck we was gonna do when we saw it for ourselves.
Man. But I feel like the youth is out of control, man. I feel like that's really what's going on. Like, even on like I just feel like it's a tone being set. Like them little niggas out there in Milwaukee is setting the fucking tone for all the young niggas is wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just observation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, do you believe that because whose fault is that these kids is running wild like that?
I believe it's because they don't listen to old niggas.
That part.
But the reason why they don't listen to old niggas is because the old niggas don't give them no reason to listen to them.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Hold up. Let's stay on that.
Okay.
The old niggas don't give them
No reason to listen to them.
And what is that?
Okay, because me personally, I view being like, to me being like a OG nigga is you gotta make the young niggas better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I don't think a lot of niggas think like that. You feel me? I think some niggas is like, I'm trying to stay on top of the young niggas, or I'm jealous of the young niggas, and then you know, you having the young niggas crashing out.
You know what? I got to give you your props on that for being transparent about that. Because I don't think that anyone in your age range. Not that I know your age or that.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck though. I accept it. I'm old, man.
But to hear you say that is like very transparent and very like that's what it is, and you know, so that's what it is. So.
I mean, you know, I feel like the only reason young niggas fuck with me is because I be giving out game.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? So if it you know, if I was selfish with the game, they would hate me too. You feel me? So you know, that's just my perspective. So then a lot of old niggas be like, I be feeling like a lot of the truly active old niggas got caught up and is in the penitentiary or dead. And then it's a lot of niggas that got kind of left over, but wasn't really, you know, top of the food chain niggas back in the day. But since they the only ones left, they kind of get to be the main nigga by default type of shit, because there ain't no niggas around, and the young niggas don't know the history.
That part,
and then niggas get to, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And then niggas be bad leadership, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And, you know.
Damn.
Because what be tripping me out is like how niggas go to prison and then they follow certain rules and protocols. They just start following new rules and protocols, right? But then when they come out, they still be embracing them rules and protocols, but the youngins be on some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then we be having that disconnect, like where the Mexicans is smooth with that shit.
For sure.
That shit is continuity all the way across the board. Like, you feel me? Like, you know, we our shit be let down. Like, but anyway, I know I'm talking on the in circle.
No. That's a whole nother conversation in itself.
But yeah, I just feel like that. And then so basically, it's like the young niggas is like, we getting ours regardless. Fuck that, we eating.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gonna get out the way.
That part. And they don't give a damn.
Fuck y'all.
That part. Yeah. And some of it feels like the internet raised them too. Or, you know, you got a lot of...
Yeah, it's a different culture.
That part. And that's half the battle. And,
all right, let me ask you another question.
Okay.
Another nigga in the news. Gunna got the #1 album right now. You like Gunna? You listen to Gunna?
You see my face? Because I told you.
Oh, you don't listen to no negative music. You only listen to good music. You only listen to music with a message.
I am just not a person who indulges. Yeah, no. Let me
Okay,
just
that's
keep it
what's
that.
up.
Let me just no. I know who he is
Okay.
because I have young sons, and
Okay.
you know my youngest son is into all of that. So
Okay,
you know
okay.
I hear about it, but other than
Okay.
that,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. 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 All right. So Kendrick, you went to the Kendrick concert?
No, but I love him.
You fuck with Kendrick?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Uh.
Let me tell you the last concert I just went to.
Okay.
Nas.
Okay. All right. I respect that. I like that.
He performed at the Met.
Okay. Nigga, this is what I'm on. Nah.
This is what I'm saying. So
Don't say that bullshit name. Don't
No, I'm not speaking on anyone.
Okay.
The talent, whatever. They're amazing, and they're
Okay.
in the lane that they in. But that was the last concert I went to in Madison Square Gardens. His first time performing at the Madison Square Gardens in his entire career. Insane that was his first time, but it was a phenomenal experience. Got to indulge in a great experience. So.
I feel you.
That, and then this is the 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
I'm all over that. I'm going to the Wu-Tang concert next.
Okay.
You know,
I like that. Wu-Tang. Okay. All right.
I'm all over that. You know, Special Ed finally got his flowers.
Special Ed.
He finally got his flowers in New York. I think it was Harlem. 2 months ago, he finally got his flowers. I can go on and on. The culture, who started this shit, is what we need to be talking about. Nothing against the youth, but they gotta hear it because in order for them to understand.
Okay. So you heard that new Andre 3000?
Yes.
So you with that? You fucking with that?
I
Right?
am.
You ready for that?
My best friend, her and I, she's more. She's a hip hop head too, but she's a little bit more. She goes a little deeper than I do. But I kind of got.
What does the deeper mean? What does that mean? What do you mean when you say that?
She's passionate about hip hop. Like,
but when you go deeper, like, what does that mean?
Passion.
Okay.
Hip hop is passion. Hip hop is about you know. I was born in 79. She was born around the same time.
Okay.
So, you know, when we were coming up, 83, 84, 85, you know, we hearing these amazing, you know, we kind of like in that 8-year time frame when hip hop really just got introduced.
Right.
And so she goes deep with who's what, you know, what they talking about, where they coming from, how can you pair them with the new artists today? Like, we deep like that. And you don't hear those conversations you know, often.
Let me see where you at. Okay, you ever heard of MF Doom?
What?
You know who that is? I mean, I don't know. Am I absurd or what's going on?
You're definitely not absurd. Now I'm woke. Now we're talking. You're talking about language.
Okay. For me personally, when I release my list of the top my top 10 hip hop artist list.
Okay.
Shit.
Top 10.
I had MF Doom as number 1.
Ooh, why? I wouldn't have given him number 1, but why?
Why? He's number 1 to me because I remember when he came out, what they came out as, when he came out as KMD. I remember all their early work. I remember what happened to his brother. I remember him.
See, you deep like her.
I remember him disappearing. And then I remember when he came back. Now, when he came back as MF Doom, to introduce a character with a mask, you feel me, and then see, what I appreciated about him is he eliminated age, what he looked like, and made you focus on strictly on lyrics, the beat.
See,
and that's it. That's all you. And then to do so many different kinds of projects, like the project he did with Mad Lib, the Mad Villainy album. To me, that's like one of the.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, to me, that's like one of the greatest hip hop albums of all times. It's Mad Villainy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that $5 right there from who was that? Mr. Naughty. He say shout out to the wine queen right there.
Thank you.
The wine
Appreciate
queen in the
love.
building. That's what's up. But yeah, like I just like he eliminated. He stayed in one lane. You feel me? He didn't veer into no bullshit, trying to jump on trends or none of that. He stayed in this lane. He eliminated what I look like, all that shit. His mystique, he never was seen without the mask on, even though we knew who he was.
Yeah.
It was niggas who went to go meet him, to meet up with him, to discuss working together.
Yeah.
A motherfucker went to his concert. A producer went to his concert to go see MF Doom. Went to the bar, got a drink, had a conversation with a motherfucker at the bar, right? Mm-hmm. Then saw the show. MF Doom did the show, rocked the house. Mm-hmm. And then when he went backstage to meet MF Doom, it was the motherfucker he was having a conversation with at the bar.
See?
You feel
gotta
me?
be careful.
Not what I'm saying.
Me, you gotta be careful who you interact with, because you never know.
But what I'm saying is, for niggas to move like that.
That part.
Mysterious
that
motherfucker
part.
maintain that through his whole career. And even when he died, motherfuckers didn't even know when he died. His wife announced it like 2-3 months after the fact. He dead, he buried, it's over.
Yeah.
So to me, all of that is just dope as fuck, man.
It is.
Other motherfuckers, I mean, you know, that's just I'm a real hip hop motherfucker. Like that, you feel me? I'm just into
you're like my best friend. Like I said, she goes into the history of these
the
artists. Yeah, she goes deep. I'm
shit.
more of the beat is good.
I'm fucking with
that beat drop.
And he's saying the right words.
And I'm going all the way in.
So what about that little Dirk All My Life with J. Cole? You like that? All my life.
It's cool.
It's positive lyrics though.
It's positive lyrics.
You just don't like Lil Durk though. You know what he really be on, so you like fuck that, nigga. I ain't accepting that shit, nigga. You trying to get over on me? You trying to make me like you?
I don't want to come off as this fucking prude though.
You gonna talk about killing niggas on the next record?
I don't want to come off
fuck
as this prude, but it's
fuck
just
that wishy-washy shit.
Stay over there, nigga. I mean, I don't want to come off as this prude, because, you know, I connect with my youngest son on some shit like that. But
how old is your youngest son?
He's 22.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know,
I thought you was finna say some shit like 14 or some shit.
Nah. He's 22, so he's definitely. I wouldn't have heard about half these artists if it wasn't for him.
So he's NBA Youngboy, or is he Playboy Cardi? What is
Playboy Cardi, definitely.
So he on that bullshit.
He on that bullshit.
Playboy Cardi, man, got some hypnotic. You ever seen Playboy Cardi show? Have you seen that?
Are you really asking me that?
I'm just. You ain't even looked on YouTube to see that shit?
Why would I search him up?
I feel you, man. I be wanting to know. When I see motherfuckers when I see motherfuckers going through like a trance and worship, I be like, why are you doing that?
Okay. You sound like my best friend. Yeah.
Let me look at that shit. Oh, okay, I see okay. This motherfucker got like some type of demonic hold on the people shit, bro. For real. Him and NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi and NBA Youngboy, man, they got some shit.
No, that's I've had to have the conversation with my son like about that.
Playboy Cardi on some shit.
Cause what you listen to is what you
exactly
how you exist.
Yeah.
And so I'm checking his gangster, nigga. What you on? You on the same shit? Like
Playboy Cardi on some gangster shit, but it's some satanic shit.
I'm not, but I'm asking my son that. What are you on? If you're listening and indulging in that, like, are you on that same shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you do when I'm not around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit you with that a few times to see how you respond.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi is I watched his whole growth and development.
Yeah.
Because he evolved
Okay.
really fast. It's a trip.
Well, that's another conversation too. Well, he's evolving for a purpose beyond us. So.
Hey man, he got Satan tattooed on his neck. Anybody to do that?
What?
Oh yeah, he got like first he got like 2 different Satan things on him. He got like a pentagram or some type of geometric image.
I think somebody showed me that.
And then he got actual word Satan on there too. Like, so he's on, yeah, man. They be on some bullshit.
Now you see why I don't listen to that young shit? I can't.
I mean, I like to know what's going on type of shit.
Okay.
But I listen as an observer of the culture, where it's going in different places,
Maybe
so I
I
can
should
speak
do
on
that.
it.
Oh, so you just, okay.
And that, I mean, because I got to know what I'm talking about. Like, so if I just make observations, man, like, when I see like these big concerts, these big festivals that come through, these dudes I be checking out the festivals to see, what's moving the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you see all that shit.
Got you.
And it be on YouTube. Like it ain't like I gotta go nowhere. Yeah. I can't. I don't think I could physically
that part
get into the.
I agree.
But I could observe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's up with you though? Like, wait a minute. Let me switch back to you. Chapter 38, wine. We've been talking for 46 minutes. Okay, hold up. You in the wine game as a black woman. Okay. First of all, where are you from?
So I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay.
And
born, grew, all that in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I left here after high school. So the crazy.
What high school you went to?
North High.
Okay.
Torrance.
Okay.
So my dad is from here. My mom's from Houston.
Okay.
So we've always traveled back and forth all of my life.
Right.
We've always been. Every time you look up, my dad was a street dude. So he was on the run. We in Houston. We got to come to L.A. He on the run from Houston. Okay, he done did some shit there. Now we on the run. We back in Houston. So we've always been back and forth.
Okay.
And so my dad passed away my senior year of high school.
I was about to ask you what's up with Pops.
Yeah,
okay.
He passed away. And so my mom was like...
Natural causes or gangster shit?
The gangster shit led to
the natural
his health.
Okay, yeah, stressing and thinking
all
about
that,
shit. Okay,
all that prison life.
Okay, I feel
all
you.
that. He had a massive heart attack. Health is what got him there, and drugs too. My dad was part of that drug era,
right?
And so he lived a very fast life, very young. He died at 45.
Okay, I feel you.
So my mom, after that, we were here, and she was ready to go back to Houston.
Right.
And so we had no choice. At that time, I had just graduated high school in 98. So it was like, let's go back to Houston.
Okay.
And we looking like, nobody want to go to the fucking Houston.
I feel you.
We wasn't feeling it. And it was a tough adjustment. The culture, the weather, the music, the people, everything was different in 98.
Right.
There was the city that you see now was nothing like that.
Right.
And how you can hop on a bus, the 210, the 211, whatever, and hop and go on your merry little way. The next, you get to Houston, transportation was fucked off. And yeah, it was crazy. Then
was you fucking with niggas that drank lean back then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, back then when I moved out there in 98, my sister ended up going to Prairie View A&M.
Right.
And that's a HBCU.
Right.
And lean was really heavy back then.
Right.
Easy, accessible.
Right.
The fifth wheel.
Everybody. Oh, so you was there when
DJ Screw
tipping on
wasn't
Volvo, riding on Volvo,
that part.
tipping on Volvo,
Swisher House,
riding on Volvo,
Swisher House,
tipping on Volvo.
Yeah, all of that.
Okay,
all
yeah.
of that. I'll never forget my first experience moving to Houston. I was dating a guy that was in Prairie View, and we getting ready to go to a party, and we hop in his ride or whatever, and he put on some music, and everybody like chilling, they high or whatever, smoking their weed. I wasn't indulging, and I'm like, hey, something wrong with the tape deck.
It was slow motion.
What? Everybody in the car started dying laughing. They like, nah, that's DJ Screw. I'm like, my homegirl Pete. Shout out to PV. But the crazy thing about that was my introduction to the culture. So that changed my perspective of Houston, because you really just had to get down dirty with the perspective of what that city had to offer at that time. And it's not like, well, I don't want to say it's not like that now, but the richness and in Swisher House, and I don't want to name drop, but all those different, you had DJ Screw. Shout out to Big Pokey. He just passed away a couple days ago.
Right.
He's really big in Houston, and so yeah, that was my introduction. You know, after the club let out, you go kick it at the gas station for 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Ain't no, and out here, you know, even in high school, we used to go to the parties and shit. And you gotta leave the party by midnight, or it's getting shot up.
Right.
Or, you know, ain't no gas station. We called it parking lot pimping in Houston.
Right.
What? Oh my God! It was a totally different experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was different.
Right.
It was different back then.
Okay, so you come up in Houston, and now when do you come back this way?
So I decided, you know, for a long time I've always been a wine connoisseur, at least for the last maybe like 12 years. And I would go to like different vineyards or whatever. And so when I turned 38, my cousin, I always would do something with the girls. And so my cousin was like, you ever thought about making your own wine? And I was like,
Chapter 38 wine.
so at the time,
I
chapter
knew
38.
I knew it was that.
Yeah,
I
chapter
knew it was
38
that.
comes because I was turning 38.
Right.
My youngest son was graduating high school, and it was like, you know, it's time for me to do something different in my life. Like, it's time for me. I had my kids young. My oldest, I had him when I was 15. I had my youngest at 20. So I've been raising kids all my life. So now I'm 38. It's like, what am I going to do? And it was like, your own wine? Okay, cool. So in my kitchen, I started making wine.
In your kitchen.
In my kitchen, I started making wine. But the concept was, okay, I know this is a male-dominated industry. I know it's a white male-dominated industry. Okay. What can I do to like be more innovative in the space of wine? So initially, I started off with an Ethiopian wine. I have, you know, Ethiopian friends, you know, from out here. And so I was just like, you know what, let me just play around with it. But I played around with different flavors, and then that's how I got the pure Ethiopian.
Okay, hold up, man. What's the difference between Ethiopian wine and other wine? What makes Ethiopian wine Ethiopian wine?
So they make their wine with they ferment their wine, and depending on like Texas, their Ethiopian wine is only one stage of fermenting with only like a month of aging. So when you get it, it still has like this sizzle aspect to it. Whereas in California, it's a lot more smoother, but they use oaks, their own Ethiopian oaks and spices to age the wine. And so that's the difference. I mean,
is it good? Is it?
That's what I'm sipping on right now.
Ethiopian wine.
The Ethiopian, yeah, the pear Ethiopian wine. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm at the oh shit. What?
So I have the Gesho oak, which is from Ethiopia.
Okay.
It's considered good luck, but as it sits in the bottle, once it's corked, it continues to age.
Once it's corked, it continues to age.
So generally in wine world, you know, you put it in a oak barrel,
right,
and it continues to age. Whereas it's in a bottle this time.
And it continues to age.
So when you pop it, you're getting the authentic flavor of it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's an experience. And my wine is an experience. It's not just.
It's an experience.
Yeah, it's an experience.
It's words. Okay, come on now. She like me over here using the words. I feel you. I feel you right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ethiopia.
Yeah, so
I learned something today.
Yeah, and Ethiopians, oh my God, the food. Oh my God. I have a homegirl. She's from Oakland. But she is because she's from Oakland, we relate in the same aspect when it comes to Ethiopian food and traditions, and so we have a good time. Like anytime I come to Houston, a lot of times I'll be like, hey, I'm at Lucy's. Shout out to Lucy's in Houston.
That's an Ethiopian restaurant.
It's an Ethiopian restaurant in Houston.
Okay.
And so that's our meetup.
I'm gonna note take that.
Yeah. It's our meetup spot. We go there. We order Tej. It's called Tej wine. And yeah, we eat that with the food, and we have an amazing time.
Okay, big girl. Okay, I feel you. I feel. Hey, all right. So
I'm in the kitchen.
Give me an Ethiopian spot I should fuck with out here.
Ooh, even the Ethiopians out here don't care. So you got Little Ethiopia.
I know.
So I actually have some other Ethiopian friends here that don't really care for Little Ethiopia.
Fuck Little Ethiopia.
No, they didn't say that. But
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Okay. I ain't trying to put no words in. Okay.
they didn't say that.
What? I'm just. Do they have a spot that they think is like this is the Ethiopian spot you need to fuck with if you're gonna be fucking with some Ethiopian?
No, not in LA, and that's disappointing.
At all. My bro used to go to Little Ethiopia over there to always like eat, that different spots and then, I didn't, cause I be doing like little restaurant reviews and shit.
Okay. So Little Ethiopia is good if you're not introduced to Ethiopian food.
If I don't know shit about it.
If you don't know shit about Ethiopian food, then yes, go and indulge any spot.
Where do you go? You don't eat Ethiopian food unless you're in Houston.
No, I eat it here, but I got people who
make it.
Yeah, they make it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they bring it to me, and we eat it together. I go to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
no. So unfortunately, I can't recommend a spot in LA. The only spot I can or area I can recommend is Little Ethiopia if you're not. If you're brand new to Ethiopian food.
Okay, now I don't mean to take you out of the flow of the dialogue. Now back to the Ethiopian wine.
Yeah, so that was my introduction because Ethiopian wine doesn't take a long aging process.
Right.
So I started there, and as I started to just let that age for 6 months, my next big thing was, okay, so what else can I make while I'm waiting on that to age that would be different? So I wanted to incorporate my dad's legacy somehow.
Okay.
And he he smoked weed. Okay. All my life.
Right.
And so I was like, fuck it. Let me just drop some flour in here.
Okay.
And so so what I did was in the wine world, you can actually purchase wine grapes online. Okay. And you can ship it to anywhere in the world if you want. Right. And that's what I did. I knew that I wanted a California grape. And so I had ordered it, had it shipped to Houston, dropped some flour in it, let it age. So I would do shit like make it in the kitchen and then have it aged in the living room across my fireplace, because that at the time that was the coolest place in the house that I can age it that made sense for the climate, because you have to age it and you have to do the fermentation process and the aging process at a specific climate. Right. And the fireplace made sense even during the summer months. Right. The fireplace was the coolest place. So I would have my homegirls, their husbands come over and we just taste. I just open up, and I had to buy all the equipment to prepare for this. Right. So I invested in the equipment, and they would just come over like every 3 to 4 months, and we get fucked up off of just tasting.
That's what's up. We get fucked up off of what I made. Okay.
On some experimental shit, and that birthed a whole nother lifestyle. And so I just wanted that perspective. And, a lot of people, I have a chocolate Pinot Noir, so I wanted everything to be black owned or black influenced. So in Houston, we have what's called Central Market. So they have a chocolate bar where you can go and get your own chocolate. And it's from Costa Rica, Panama, and there's one from Africa. So I use the African chocolate. I use Ethiopian coffee. Threw all of that together as my experiment. Threw in I was on some street shit. Right. I was on I'm not going to talk about some illegal shit. I was getting sent to the house, but got as much flour as I needed to age it in.
Right.
Then, bottled it, and that's history.
That shit just worked.
Yeah, and I was actually one of the first African American women to actually do an infused wine in general. So that has an alcohol perspective. So there are some other wines out there that do not have alcohol.
Right.
Mine is the only one that has an alcohol.
Wow.
So that was a different experience. And then my wines are doesn't have any preservatives. So in order to keep your wines in a Albertsons or in a Ralph's, you have to meet their preservatives content.
Right.
I didn't want that. I don't want to integrate.
Well, how does that work when? Okay, now what about the bottles of wine that's like 50 years old and shit like that? I mean, they don't have preservatives in there and type shit, do they?
I'm not 100% sure on theirs, but for me, my wines are only good for 18 months.
And it's over. It's over after that.
Yeah, because it's natural. So once you cork it with the cork, it's only good for 18 months. If you go beyond that, it probably will last a little longer, but it's not recommended simply because of how, raw natural ingredients are placed into that bottle. Now, I will say this, those wines that are aged for 50 plus years, they do put a sedative in there that allows it to be able to be consumable over that course of time. And back then they would use the earth, like cow manure, like what we call it now. They would use that to age the wine and put that, but once they bottle it, it's considered a preservative. So you can have it shelf it that long and then actually it be consumed. And I get it, that's fine, but that's not where I'm at with it. I want you to have an experience with my wines. I'm not looking for you to hold on to it for 50 years.
You got to drink it. You got to drink it.
Right.
You got to drink it within this year.
Yeah. 18 months.
Okay, so all right, how many different wines do you offer right now?
So I have 4 wines.
Okay.
I have the pear Ethiopian. I have the citrus Sauvignon Blanc that's infused with cannabis.
Okay.
I just put, maybe about 2 years ago, a peach wine that's infused with CBD, and the chocolate Pinot Noir.
Okay. What's the favorite?
The favorite is, during the summer months, is the Texas peach, and the citrus Sauvignon Blanc that's infused with THC.
Okay. Now, what about when you get hit with big orders? Can you scale it?
Ooh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So my first biggest order, because we just expanded to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Okay.
And that was my biggest order. And so it's a family business now. My 2 sons are part of the business. My youngest son, actually, I told him what I wanted as the logo, and he sketched it for me. He sketched it, and he was like, was this what you want? I said, well, yeah, just give me something. It got to say 38, the branches. I need something with the roots, so it represents like new beginnings. We're planting something. We plant seeds, then 38 happens, and then the branches are like endless opportunity. And then we'll put chapter up there somewhere. So he sketches it, and then we take it to the graphic designer,
and they bring it to life. Right.
So he does all of my, not recently, but he was only, when he did this, he was only in the 11th grade.
Right.
And so he did all of my filming, photography, and like creative content. Now that my oldest son has graduated college now, he got his degree in business finance. So he's taking over all of the money side of everything.
Okay.
He's tapping in with the inventory, so he has to make sure when I call him, what's the inventory looking like? Send me the numbers. He's tapping in. Well, this vendor is cheaper. well, and my oldest son is really taking over. He's done a phenomenal job at making sure he's keeping me in intact, because I can be all over the place.
Right.
And because initially when I started this business, they didn't believe in me.
Right.
They was like, the fuck is you doing? Like, this is,
Right.
too much.
Right.
And I was trying to put them in, but they wasn't with it. But it took some time for them to kind of get on board. So now, like I said, it's a family business. My mom actually is involved as well, and she's from Houston. So, down there, the Bible is number one.
Right.
They don't like doing stuff like that, but she see the vision, so
Right.
she's definitely invested. So when we get big orders, my mom is really she facilitates Houston. And my oldest son is part of that venture as well. I fly in when necessary, so that because the warehouse is there.
Okay.
I fly in when necessary, and we tap in with the orders, and then I'm off focusing on other ventures and other locations.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah.
Chapter 38 wine. That's what's up, man.
And now this month, actually, we celebrating our 5-year anniversary of being in business.
Been in the game for 5 years,
Yeah.
getting money from wine.
Yeah.
Okay, now the event that I saw you at Ash Bash's.
Shout out to Ash Bash.
I saw you at Ash Bash's.
Congratulations, sis.
Man, Ash Bash is a powerful woman.
Mm-hmm.
I trip off of how I had no concept that she was finna just have a baby like a week. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know she was that pregnant. I didn't even know. Man, she a cold piece of work, man.
She is.
She a cold piece of work.
So I got to give you a little bit of story behind that. So, 211 is how I met her. 211 has a store in Inglewood off of Centinela, the Level Up store, and I reached out to him because I have friends in all different Inglewood High, Crenshaw High, family that went to Crenshaw, Morningside, just heavily connected in all the different schools in LA area.
Right.
And so he actually was a classmate with someone else that I knows. And so someone mentioned, it was like, man, 211 got a store. Now, this was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Right.
Well, prior to me reaching out to him in 2020. And I was like, you know what? He got a store. Let me tap in and see what he talking about. Literally hit him up on Instagram. And I was like, hey, I'm a black-owned wine business. I want to do a sipping shop. He was a little skeptical at first, but he went with it.
Right.
And he was just like, all right, well, pull up then. And I'm like, pull up? What the fuck? Like, are you serious? Literally, I pulled up, and when I had all the product, he was on. Like, he had everybody pull up. Ash Bash came. He was like, you know what? I'm going to introduce you to Ash Bash. You need to meet her. She came, and the rest is history. So she came, and ever since then, I actually am working on an EP for the wine.
Right.
Like, kind of like figuring out different artists that I can tap in with and figure out like, some vibes that would make sense to the brand. And
right.
So Ash Bash was the first person that I thought would make sense.
That would be tight. That's tight right there. I like that. Okay. I like that.
So, because of her, we're still kind of figuring out the details behind that. So we got a beat already. I sent her that, but I was able to connect her with some other friends of mine who are also in music, and she did some music with them, which is Nino Supreme YBS. Shout out to him. And they did a album together. Him, Lil Veda, and Rucci. They all did collaboration, and so now we're kind of figuring out, going back to the table for chapter 38 and figuring that out. But since then, we've just connected as sisters. Like, some of the same things that she's going through,
yeah,
I've already been there.
Yeah.
So I'm able to provide some game, some wisdom, like from woman to woman. She's younger than me. I think we're like 14 years apart.
Yeah.
So we've connected in a different space. And so because of that, she's, really, tapping in, and we bounce energy off of each other. So it's amazing right now. Yeah. And she's young. So, at that age, I remember the shit I was going through at that age. So because of that. But what I love about her is her ambition.
Yeah.
You know, nothing can really hold her down, no matter what. The motherfucker got some amazing. She's talented, and she got some amazing energy that'll pull you. She just, you know, figuring it out. You know, she's still young, so, but she gonna be all right.
Yeah, man.
Be all right.
She the way she just went through this process.
Yeah.
Observing her go through that, man, was it was a pleasure to watch her do that. I was like, wow, that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She crazy. Also, like, man, like, she just, I don't know, man. A lot of people talk shit about her. Like a lot of people talk shit. Like, what's funny is I done heard motherfuckers call her stupid, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I be looking at a motherfucker, and man, she's stupid. She got a store. You got a store?
Mm-hmm.
Do you even? How much progress have you made with your music?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And even when she went viral though, like for us on there, man, and the clip was way out.
I saw it.
It still was a cleverness in that.
She's strategic,
You know what I'm saying?
and intentional, whether you believe it or not.
Yeah, it was a
but
cleverness
you know,
in that.
she's from LA, so the shit that she's gonna do is gonna be LA shit.
Yeah.
So respect her for that, and then the rest of it is just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think ultimately, you know, she's still young and she's on to something though. So
Yeah.
I believe in her, and we've had some real conversation in the last couple of months, and we gonna see. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
We
man.
gonna see.
Hey,
We gonna
man.
see.
I believe as a hip hop nigga and an observer of the game, I believe she got a legitimate shot
That part.
to press bitches worldwide for real, and you know, and be one of the top
No, for sure.
out there, like for real,
Hands
like
down.
she could, she
Yeah.
really could.
Yeah, hands down. Yeah,
With 3 kids,
with 3 kids.
she could do it.
Yeah.
You
She's
know what I'm
so
saying?
young.
That's the brazy part. I like
Yeah.
have to really say that. Now I
Yeah.
can't really say that about nobody. I can't.
Yeah.
You can't say that type of shit about everybody.
Yeah.
Like for real though.
Yeah.
All right, continue with the wine. So you have 4 wines. You do the pop-ups like I saw at Ash Bash's
Yeah.
baby shower.
So
Now, how often do you do those type of things?
So that was more of a private experience. So
Okay.
she actually booked me for her baby shower.
Right.
So I've done pop-ups, and I'm trying to move away from that.
Okay.
Move more into an exclusive experience, more of a where people can book me for private parties, or like hers for a baby shower, and we come and turn up. And if it's a cash bar, if you want to come and you want to purchase, you definitely more than welcome. You get a free sample, and then you get a glass, and then the rest, you know, it's a cash bar.
Okay. Now, when you say private experience, man, what do you mean by that?
So if you have a special occasion, birthday, anniversary, in her sense, baby shower,
Right.
you contact me. And right now we're doing private experiences in LA and Houston. So I actually have 2 interns now. I have an intern in Houston and an intern in LA.
Okay.
And unless it's like something like in Ash Bash's case, I booked it. I actually worked it myself because it made sense for me to physically be there.
Right.
But in Houston, I get a lot of those inquiries, and so I have an intern. She's from Prairie View University as well.
Right.
And she does all of my events. In fact, she does everything I need to do. I send a text message, I need something done, she does it. In fact, we just Texas is now legal for cannabis, so we have a location now at the Urban Waxer. And so if you're going to get a wax, you're going to get a facial, you're going to get teeth whitening, you can sip on a glass of Chapter 38 while you're waiting for your services.
Right.
And the intern will actually run anything I need done in Houston. She does that. And then my intern here in LA, she attends Charles Drew University, and she does the same thing here. So unless I'm specifically, like I said in Ash Bash's situation, that I'm gonna show up, because of course that's the relationship her and I got. But
okay,
so those are private experiences that you can actually physically book, and then we come. And Ash Bash was a little different scenario, but we usually come with a charcuterie board, and we actually talk about the wines for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we turn up.
Okay, so all right, so when the people see you as special,
Of course. What do you mean?
I feel you.
What do you mean?
I feel you. I feel you.
Yes. Because a lot of times in conversation.
Is it? Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry. Is it
extra?
I can see that.
Is it extra?
No. No. I'm very humble. No, it's not extra.
It's not extra.
It's not extra. But a lot of times people want to know who the fuck is making a cannabis wine.
Exactly.
Who's making a CBD wine? So they want to see who's doing it. So I'm all about boots on the ground. It's not
boots on the ground.
Yeah, no. It's not an extra fee. It's just, if you request me to come, I'll adjust, and I'm there.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, y'all, get the likes up for this, man. Show some love. Shout out to the chat. Andrew Bloomfield, what's up with it? Don Drake is in love with Dallas, Austin, and Houston. Okay. Yeah, man, I gotta go out there, man. Get my Houston experiences.
No,
man.
you need to. In fact, I have a good friend of mine. Shout out to Chris. Talk to Me podcast. He's from New Orleans, but he's now in Houston.
Okay.
And we're actually putting on a comedy show in August 12th with another friend of mine who's from LA.
Okay.
Class of 99, and she's a big comedian. So we're doing a big comedy show there. So yeah, I'm gonna connect you.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, connect to the Houston experience.
Yeah.
That's another experience as well.
Yeah, that's what's up. Come out there and check that shit out, man.
I think you would love it.
Yeah.
They would gravitate to you too.
I got a lot of listeners in Houston.
Yeah.
Niggas be in Houston listening.
I
Yeah.
seen someone earlier that was in East Texas. So it looks like you got some big Texas.
Well, yeah, and like I said, a lot of niggas is on the listen back.
Okay.
At work type shit.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a few Texas motherfuckers on there.
Yeah,
man.
I think you might optimize in that culture. Houston is a great. They will definitely tag on where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would thrive. Just with you being with
adding in more flavors, opening a store or.
So we actually purchased some land out in Lancaster.
Okay.
Okay,
that's what's up. Okay.
I'm like one of those people, like, I don't wear name brand. I don't wear none of that. I do a lot of unconventional, like, lifestyle things because I'm onto something different.
Okay.
And whatever God has given me a vision.
Okay.
And so I'm expanding on that. So we purchased some land, 2.5 acres out in Lancaster. Me and my cousins in Houston have shout out to 1122nd Investors. It's named after my grandmother on my mom's side. So we decided to all come together, 7 of us, my kids included, and we have purchased some land out there. And then my son also we did a partnership with one of my homegirls, and we purchased some land out there. So what we're doing is a winery dispensary and a bud and breakfast. So we're going to be doing like where you can come out, hang out, do a winery. If you like wine, you on that side. We have a private section for your weed smokers. And if you want to stay, we'll have tiny homes, and you can have your bud and breakfast experience.
Bud and breakfast with the tiny homes, man. You know, I was just thinking about going out to the Joshua Tree to get in a tiny home, do the tiny home in Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree is where I thought about getting the property prior to Lancaster, because that's a great place to do it at, those outer skirts communities, because those communities are going to grow in the next 10 years or eight years. So, so we'll be out that way.
Yeah. I was finna go out on everything. I was going to for the to-dos, because I seen some tiny homes on Airbnb type shit. I was like, let me go see what's up with this little tiny house.
It's called Off the Grid Experience.
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. So Chapter 38 is going to be doing that. We're actually expanding to Detroit as well. So
I'm sorry, these damn.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's a lake across the street, like a little lagoon with fucking mosquitoes.
I'm used to mosquitoes being in Houston. These mosquitoes is small, because in Texas, them bitches is the size as me.
That's why I got the thing right there to kill them, man.
In Texas, the mosquitoes is crazy. Which one you want?
I'm gonna taste that.
He finally want to taste the wine, y'all. Yeah. No, I got a cup.
Yeah, let me taste that, man. That's what's up, man. I don't want to get drunk and nothing. I just want to taste it. Just a little daisy. Shout out to the chat. Let me know where you at. As I taste this wine, we zooming in on the pole. The Ethiopian wine, the BossMack is about to have some Ethiopian wine in this motherfucker. Let me that. Hell yeah. Thank you.
Cheers. Wait, you got a toast.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay. Ethiopian wine.
You taste that oak in there? You can
Oak.
taste that oak, that Gesho oak.
Oh man, your palate is beyond. You know what to look for, man. She talking about tasting oak. I don't know what to look for.
What are you tasting?
Wait a
What are you
minute,
tasting? Tell me what you're tasting. Fruits, honey. You know what? We gonna take you wine tasting.
Hey man,
Have you ever been wine tasting?
Yes, but I didn't really. I didn't really. I didn't really.
No.
I wasn't really tapped into the experience, really swirling and spitting it out and doing it the right way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I done been to some. Man, I went to school up at in Sonoma County.
Oh,
I went to Sonoma State University.
Wait a minute, hold up.
We was in a wine country like a motherfucker, so, you know.
Hey, you mean to tell me you really didn't indulge? What do you mean?
I was going to wineries and shit, but I was going to get drunk type shit. Faded. I wasn't on those.
Oh my God.
Let me savor this and
Yeah.
I wasn't none of that. I was like, man, we faded. We drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we got to redo your experience.
But yeah, the wineries was like
amazing.
It was a trip just being up there around that, mess with a couple of females that was in them families like that, and went on to some of them properties.
Yeah, amazing, dope ass
money,
shit.
The level of money. I was like, wow. I used to wake up in the rolling hills, the whole. It's like a different environment.
I'm telling you.
You in California, but it's not like here.
No, it's not the inner city. It's definitely countryside, and it's an experience. Wine is that.
Yeah.
Not just an experience. It's a culture, though. Like, wine is just, it takes you on a journey.
Okay. So you, all right. Who got the best wine tasting spot out here? Who's got the best wine
in LA?
In this area where it's accessible. I'm not even gonna say LA. I'm gonna just say in Southern California.
Southern California, to me, Temecula.
Okay.
Oh my God, Temecula has some really good wines. What I love about Temecula, Napa can be very sedity.
Right.
Not taking anything away from Napa because they earn that right, but
it's the old families and all that type of shit. Old money.
That's long money. That's wealth. Temecula definitely is that, but they're very new and they're very down to earth. They're very welcoming. And then they have a story to talk to you about.
Right.
That's not 100 years old. Their story is maybe 30, 40 years old. And so you can connect on a different perspective, and it's just a dope ass vibe. And then, so in Temecula, oh my God, they know how to turn up. That's a different level of turn up. I'm trying to tell you, I know I sound like, the fuck she talking about? Temecula?
I fuck with you.
No, that's a different level of turn up. And you'd be surprised at the people that are there. These are like big people who are Temecula Valley. Oh my God, you get the views, plus you get the experience. And it's not this crazy amount of money that you're spending.
Right.
You're indulging in the wealth, in the conversations, who you meet. It's dope. It's dope. I highly recommend Temecula.
So that's where you want to go do some wine tasting.
Yeah, I'm there damn near once a month.
Once a month.
I'm a wine member there. I had a few wineries out there. Yeah.
So when you go wine tasting, you get you a room out there.
Of course. The fuck? We're not coming back to this shit. The fuck is you talking about? You want to come back? You come back by yourself. I'm staying in Temecula. Don't tease me with a good time. I'm not going up there just to do a turnaround trip.
Hold on. So you gonna do like a little weekend, a little spend a night, a weekend.
Or you could do, I'm a weekday girl. I love going during the weekday so I can connect with the owners. You get the owner experience. You connect. Bosses connect.
I feel
during the week, as opposed to the weekend. They're a little bit more standoffish. They're probably behind the scenes helping. But during the week, it's slowed down, and I get to connect with the owner. I get to have a conversation about, who are you? What connects you got? How you got into this? Where you getting your wines from? Can I get the back end of your wines? Can you ship it there without the shipping fee? Yeah, you get a different.
I feel you.
You get a whole nother experience when you go during the week. So I like to go during the week. I like to clear my schedule. In fact, and I like to go once a month. So before the end of this month, I'll make sure I tap into that. And then, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say something to you, man. I don't want you to get mad. I'm just going to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how much influence does your appearance have on the men that you come in contact with?
What do you mean?
Do you feel like they be more receptive to you?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah. So in certain
so
settings,
you
it's
attack
necessary.
you attack in the middle of the week though. So you
yeah. Especially with the
I feel you.
So I'm heavily connected to the cigar
you.
community as well. So in Dallas, Houston, here in New York, I'm really heavily connected.
I'm about to try to step my cigar game up. That's where I'm going right now.
Oh my God.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going next, man. I'm stepping my cigar game the fuck up.
No,
I'm about to get the humidor up in here. And I'm about to get ready.
That's a different experience. So I've done, in fact, Houston Cigar Week was during Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I already had prior events set up in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So Houston was like, "Are you gonna be here?" And the cold thing is, in the cigar community, they fuck with me tough. Like I've done the Dallas Cigar Festival.
Okay.
And if you go on my page, you'll be able to see that on Instagram. But yeah, like I was one of the first people that had a CBD wine that they could pair their cigars to. And so because of that, it gave them a different experience. Again,
Right.
I just feel like black people are looking, if they're gonna spend the amount of money that my wines are, they're looking for an experience.
Okay, what's the suggested retail price?
So for the Citrus Sauvignon Blanc, it's $150.
What?
Yeah, and we're rebranding. What? We are rebranding right now.
She is not fucking around. Wait a minute. This right here. Wait a minute.
Okay, you're sipping it on $40 a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Which is still kind of high.
The CBD. Oh, I'm tripping. I don't know what I'm thinking. The CBD shit is expensive as fuck. I don't know.
Okay. So CBD is $60. That's $60. The Citrus Sauvignon Blanc is $150, and the chocolate Pinot Noir is $200.
Why is the Citrus Sauvignon Blanc $150?
Because it's 1,500 milligrams of THC, and it's a hybrid and it's dominant.
Okay.
The cannabis is coming from Oakland.
Okay.
So I gotta personally catch a flight to go get that for you.
Okay, I feel you.
I have to shake a hand to get that flower. Shout out to Oakland, Top Shelf.
Oh shit, $150 for that. Okay,
that's my heart right there. Now, he's looked out for me.
The other one is $200.
The chocolate Pinot Noir is $200. That when I'm cooking that up, it turns purple.
Okay.
Before I even throw it in the wine. It's all coming from Oakland. So again, shout out to the Bay. Everything is California incorporated, even though it's made in Houston. It's a tax reason that it's made in Houston.
I feel you.
I'm on some unconventional shit.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Even though the shipping is high, it sits in Houston for tax reasons. So, and then my family is there, so they can do a lot of things that I need them to do. They're in training right now, especially my kids. They're in training, and my oldest son got the formula. So Coca-Cola has this formula that only 5 people knows how to make Coca-Cola.
Right.
I follow the same structure.
Only 5 people know how to make what you making.
Right. Of my family. Anything happens to me, nothing
gone.
changes.
It's gone.
No, nothing.
Oh, no, it's going to keep going.
It's going to keep going because they got the formula. And so it'll be -1, and then they have to add a 5. And I'm, living will says the next person will fall into that 5. So I definitely want, this is legacy for my grandkids.
I feel you, man.
Great grandkids.
I see the wineries up there.
Yeah.
The family dynasty going back 200 years.
I'm just saying.
Type shit. I feel you.
We don't do that. Like, my schedule is already planned until right now. I'm in March 2024. And like I said, I'm tapping into the Detroit market. They're finally legal. So I'm looking at some land out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about buying real estate. You don't have to do nothing with it. Just sit on it until the right time.
Until you need it for something.
I need it for something. I just don't know when I'm going to do it yet.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Salute to the process.
Yeah.
And salute to your wine.
Thank you.
This is BossMack. Hit me just a couple of sips and then hit the BossMack over here, man. Shout out to the chat, though. Who's that? St. Louis in the building. Drew H. What's up with it?
St. Louis.
All right. Let me think. What else can I ask you about the wine game? International.
So I'm figuring that out. Ugh.
Can you sell your wine international? Or is there some rules against that?
So there is a international wine paperwork that has to be done in order for me to do that.
Right.
So my first place that I want to do that in would be Africa, because they have a Pinotage, which is similar to our Pinot Noir.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to figure out that collaboration. So I met some good people in Detroit, and one of the females that are there in Detroit is from Ghana. She's like 30 minutes outside of Ghana. And so we're working on trying to figure out, in fact, shout out to Loyal to the Soil in Detroit. They're in Brooklyn and they're in the outer skirts of Ghana, more in the village side. And we're trying to figure out, because Africa is legal now for cannabis. So we're trying to figure out how to make that happen. But I wouldn't import anything over there. I'll just go over there and make it. It makes more sense. It's too expensive for me to import anything from here. I'll go over there and just create the same concept, find people, and make it happen there.
I feel you. But could you trust them though?
Yeah, why not? I had to trust the white man and shit my life. So if I'm gonna take a loss, I'm gonna take a loss on my people, and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I am a huge risk taker, and again, that's what my oldest son hates. But we have we go back and forth at it all the time because he doesn't like that I'm such a. I'll jump off the porch and I'll talk about it later.
I like that.
Yeah, but it's bad
only way.
though.
That's the only way that you could get shit done though. Like,
yeah,
that's really you gotta be willing to take a L. You gotta bet on yourself and be willing to take a L.
But from a financial cost, that can be taxing. So the good thing is my kids are adults, so I just fall back on their ass if I have to. They don't like it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out along the way.
Just having them believing in the vision is a big deal. A lot of people don't believe in your vision, man. Yeah. And they got to see it making money, and then they believe in it. And then they be like, "Whoa, shit, that shit making money."
So that's what happened. They didn't see when they saw that we was stepping out of the red zone.
Yeah, shit
like,
making money.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're not, millionaires or anything. It's still a process.
When shit pay a bill though, you see that you like that shit pay a bill.
Couple bills.
So, hey man,
and so
that's
be like,
belief is generated.
Right,
belief is generated.
Yeah.
Get a bill off of you with that.
Yeah.
Shout out Todd Mo. I see you. Inglewood tapping in. Crenshaw Mafia in the building. Yeah, that's my guy right there. Yeah.
That's what's up.
All right. So, bars, you be supplying bars and stuff like that?
No, because again, in their restaurants, I have to have. I'm building my own table shit, and I hate.
Wait a minute. So it ain't all these rules and regulations. You getting people faded right here, though, right? So they ain't on your head like that.
Well, I've had a few restaurants reach out to me, but it doesn't meet the license requirements.
What is the license?
It has to have preservatives. In a lot of these wines, when you go to Albertsons or Ralph's,
right,
it has preservatives in it, and it has to have a high content of it, especially the cheaper ones. So you know how wines are done, right? When you go to the shelf, the highest is the most expensive, and it goes all the way down to the cheapest. The more, or if I want it at eye level, I have to have a certain perspective of preservatives in it, which means my wines are no longer natural. You got to have a certain dye for it to look a certain color. You have to have a certain content in it for it to hold its shelf life. Because if I sell my wines to them, or even a restaurant in some cases, then I have to say, okay, well, my wines are going to last maybe about 3 years in order for you to feel comfortable to even accept my wines, so that you can have it for this amount of time and not take a loss.
And so, as a wine enthusiast, you can't envision yourself doing that.
No.
Okay.
It's crazy, but I'm on some Tyler Perry shit.
Are you sacrificing a certain amount of taste when you do that? No matter what.
No matter what.
The more natural wines are going to taste better than the ones with preservatives.
So if you taste that, you can feel the silk. I'm just saying, like, now when you go to, you need to go wine tasting because you ain't done enough. You can fit it silky.
With the silk. What the fuck, bro? Like, God, this is really own this shit like that, bro.
It's legs on it. The legs.
Okay, the legs is the grip on the.
Yeah, the grip on the glass.
Okay.
It's not all crazy heavy, but it's still strong. It still has a very.
Strong.
And it's neat. It's neat.
It's neat.
And it tastes really pleasant on the tongue.
How do I know it's neat? What is neat?
I mean, you can
neat?
look at it. You can see right clearly through it.
Clearly through it. That
even though
means
it's
that's what neat means. I
yeah,
can see
and
clearly
even though
through
it's a like gold like color,
right.
You can still see like clearly through it with no problems.
I'm
not saying that in a Chardonnay that's shelved like a Kendall Jackson,
right,
or these other wines. I'm not saying that you won't see that. I'm just saying you won't get this purification. This is double cups.
You won't get this purification, and this is double cup.
This is double
the
cups.
lingo is so bracking.
Yeah,
I appreciate
double cups.
the lingo.
Yeah, this is double cup. So you're definitely getting a more clarified, purified experience.
Okay.
So if
yeah.
I add anything to this, like a dye to get it to meet the standards of a shelf,
Right.
or if I add a preservative in it to give it a longer shelf life,
right,
it's not gonna have the same balance. It's not gonna taste the same on the tongue. So if you taste it,
not gonna have the same balance.
and I can taste the pears in
shit.
it. It's really smooth to the taste. You're not gonna get that if you shelf it. And I don't want to extort the experience.
I don't want to extort the experience. Oh my God.
God gave me a specific vision for this.
Yes.
And I just really truly believe, like, again, like with this male dominated industry in wine, things are changing with wine. You're seeing more black women, more black culture. Our culture is like thriving through this wine experience, and so we just want to keep it that way.
I feel you.
You know, and I don't
feel
know.
you.
I'm not trying to be bougie. I'm just.
It is what it is.
I'm being innovative.
You serious
I'm
about your
the
art?
Way, yes.
You serious? I can feel it. I can hear it in your voice. I hear the lingo. You're not fucking around with this.
Yeah, we just want to change how we indulge in wine, and with us and in our culture, you have to wow us. And you have to give it an experience, and I just want to do that. Not just for us. I wanted to do it through, different diversities, but I definitely am catering to us, and I know what we like. Now, a lot of people always ask me, so what is the sweetest wine on your menu? My wines are sweet because they're based on my palate.
Right.
So the sweetest wine you're going to get is the Texas Peach CBD.
Right.
And the reason why it's Texas is because it's Texas peaches.
Right.
So it's a lot more sweeter. It's in a warmer climate. The warmer the climate, the more sweeter the peach.
Right.
So it's gonna be on the more sweeter side, more softer.
Right. Softer.
Yeah.
Softer. Oh shit. Oh my God. We're gonna have to go wine tasting, man.
You've got to, especially in Temecula. Santa Barbara is a vibe too, though.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But Texas has a great wine country too. Wine and barbecue.
Wine and barbecue. Wine goes with barbecue. I thought like beer or something, like wine and barbecue.
Oh my God, Austin, like the outer skirts of Austin. Yeah. Barbecue and
that's the diva grown woman shit. I can't see no niggas doing that. I can't see.
Why not?
Niggas doing wine and barbecue.
What? Depending on which niggas you talking about.
Okay. Come on now. All right. Here, get the lights up.
Niggas just ain't talking. They ain't saying shit because they don't want to be deemed as. I don't know if I should talk about what I just experienced.
Oh man, I ain't never heard of wine and barbecue though. Like,
oh my God. So you have different versions. So you have your Sangiovese, you have your Tempranillo. Those are your more heavier wines that are grown in Spain. And in Texas is the closest climate to Spain. So you come to Texas, you get your wine and barbecue because barbecue is amazing. But the wine, you need a more heavier wine to indulge, and the barbecue to soak up the barbecue.
Heavier wine. Get the lights up. Oh shit.
It's an experience. I don't know how many times I need to say that. It's an experience.
It's an experience.
Definitely.
I can't, I sound like I'm lying telling you I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about the word experience today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How it's really all about the good experiences. You feel me? Like, is it a good experience?
That part. You'll spend money on a bottle of wine if the experience makes sense. If you want, you say that now, but if it was all weed bottled up, you would do it as long as the experience has to make sense. You would come to Chapter 38 Winery Dispensary and kick it at the Bud and Breakfast because it had it. Shit, I can smoke while I'm on vacation in my shit. I ain't gotta go on the balcony. You're definitely gonna consume. You're gonna indulge in the experience. You want that different perspective of how what your high looks like. And if you with a significant other, she can go fuck with her wine while you fuck with your weed and we come together later.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That's a beautiful thing. Damn, man, I like that.
Yeah.
And then the tiny houses too. Well, how you get the tiny house idea? Where that come from? How you come to that?
The climate and where we are, and then maybe right before the pandemic in 2019, we started seeing, or not we, but me, I started seeing more of the tiny homes. They're trying to get homeless people off the streets because all of these soccer games, Olympics, is politically influenced. So if you follow the politics underground, you ain't got to follow it on the surface like voting for the primaries. Fuck all that. Follow the politics underground and you see what they doing with the communities, and you follow what's happening, what's coming 5 and 6. The world is under a 2030 plan right now. Nobody really knows that. It's on Google. Follow the 2030 plans where all the United Nations come together and they talk about what's going to happen in 2030. So that's why you see gentrification in these unconventional areas. So if you follow that and you go to each, whatever county you think that will thrive, because they pushing us all out of these major cities. So if you can put yourself or position yourself first based on politics, you're going to find it's a journey. You're going to accidentally find shit. You be like, what the fuck? They doing this? What? Oh, they doing tiny homes. Because we're trying to get the homeless people. No, fuck y'all. Y'all trying to get it because y'all want to influence y'all political agenda. All right, that's cool. Give me that tiny home money then. And I'll put it on my property for my own agenda too. And so I have a nonprofit called Brown Skin Girl Network. And we going to fuel it through that.
Okay. Oh, that was some game right there.
Nonprofit is the white way. Not the right way, but the white way.
I like that. I had to think about that right there. I like the tiny homes, man. I like the little tiny homes, man.
Yeah.
Like
I do too.
And then I like out in the desert type shit too, though, man.
Yeah, we gonna end up out there anyway. So why not buy the land now, where you can get it for under. I'm giving y'all too much game.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Giving y'all too much game.
You feel like we're gonna end up in the desert? Is that what you're saying?
First of all,
she making a face. Look at that. Go ahead. All right.
First of all, this is Earth. It's not going anywhere. It's not growing. It's not no new land being bought.
Right.
If they're talking about off the grid, pay attention to the language that they're using.
Okay.
You better get you some land and you better sit on it. I don't give a fuck what you do with it. You better fucking sit on it. I ain't giving no more game after that. Okay? You better fucking wake the fuck up. I'm just saying.
Get some land and sit on it. See, I've been thinking about living out there, like, so I could get a nice amount of space so I could see motherfuckers coming. You know what I'm saying?
That part. And that's a lot. Okay, so that's another thing too. Like, I have family down south, and when you tap into that down south living, they like to be separated or far apart from each other. So if you can be okay with that, a lot of us city people, like, because I ain't gonna lie, for a long time I've been a city girl. Like, I don't want to live in no outer skirts. You got me fucked up. For years I was like that.
Yeah.
But when I started becoming conscious and knowledgeable, it definitely changed my perspective, and now I can relate to the reason why people want to reside on the outer skirts. But now it's more driven on a different capacity, because they want their city back. So So what you gonna do? So what you gonna do?
She said they want their city back.
So what you gonna do? They want their city back. What you gonna do? What you got? What you got to go to?
I feel you.
You know?
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. I like your thought processes over there.
You know?
I like your thought processes. This has been truly educational. I've learned a lot this evening. Shout out to the chat. You know, this is a little different for us. You feel me? I appreciate it though. Let's see. What is the best wine you have ever tasted?
I'm about to be biased again. Ooh.
I mean, because everything is subjective. I mean, you know.
So I have two wines that I feel are the best that I've ever tasted. One of them is a Texas wine. I'm not going to call out the winery, but it's in Texas Hill Country. It's about 45 minutes outside of Austin. So visit that area.
You don't want to give them no shine. What's up with that, though?
Because it's not owned by us.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like,
it's not owned by us, but this is the best I've ever tasted.
Yes.
I have to bow down.
Yes. However, so there's a wine
that occurred to you as soon as you tasted it. You went,
yeah. I'm like, ooh, they're good, but I gotta keep it under wraps. I don't know if I want that much. I don't know. I'm on my Juneteenth shit, so I'm on that.
I really,
Okay, so second runner up, because I have three. Second runner up is gonna be E40 Earl Stevens. I love his Function Red Blend. Absolutely amazing.
so the E40.
Yeah.
It's really got some fire. The homie came through here. The homie came through here with that and would pop the bottle
With
up.
the red one?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was the red. I didn't
so
taste it though.
good.
And he was like, "Man, this is fire."
It's righteous. It's righteous.
So E40 is not fucking around.
Oh, he not fucking around. He's actually an idol of mine. Oh yeah, for real. Dude's a serial entrepreneur. I love him. He's amazing. So definitely Earl Stevens. And then third runner up will be Asalina Wines. She's from Africa. She is African, and she has an amazing Pinotage. The Pinotage is a African grape, and it's an African wine. Amazing. Asalina Wines.
Asalina Wine.
Yes.
Asalina Wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can find her on Instagram or Facebook.
Asalina
Or
Wine.
her website. She actually is in Total Wines out here.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, Total Wines on the weekends do free wine tasting, so you can go try her wines there.
Total Wine.
You know, for Total Wines, FYI, for the viewers and listeners, you can go to Total Wine and reserve $20. You can go and do wine tasting every weekend, or cognac tasting, tequila tasting, bourbon tasting, anything. So step your experience up at this point.
I'm going to step my experience up because I had no knowledges for the wine woman. I did have no knowledge. I learned everything.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a Ethiopian wine. Embarrassing. What about Japanese? What about sake?
Ooh. Have you had Japanese whiskey?
No.
What?
You know what? I might have, but I don't remember what I tasted.
Oh my God.
It
That's
probably
a
was
experience.
I was already faded, and somebody said this is that, and you know
another amazing experience. You know, I actually in 2018 I took Japanese language, trying to learn some Japanese, because before the pandemic I was going to the Tokyo Olympics.
Okay.
And of course the pandemic happened, so I was trying to get, you know, introductory or travel language and try to understand like what I'm looking at, what I see.
Right.
So I was working for a Japanese company, and I took some Japanese language, and I started learning about their, like, for the holidays they would give us Japanese whiskey, sake, and wine.
Right.
Oh my God. Between China and Japanese or Japan, you can go. I can actually get grapes from there too. But it will be the shipping cost is too expensive. But so I would have to go over there and actually figure out some shit.
Well, I'm quite sure you could do it. Shit.
Yeah. I have a really quick question.
What's up?
Not on the mic though.
It's right there. People say that when they come in here on the pod.
Oh, I ain't know.
You could do that. It's all people understand you talking for an hour and a half and you gotta go. It's all good. Nice shot of the braids though. Like, yeah, that was a nice shot of the braids. Shout out to the chat though. What's up with the chat? Hit the like button. What's up with it, BossMack in this motherfucker, man? What's up with y'all motherfuckers, man? How y'all doing out there? BossMack is in here with chapter 38 wine. Y'all go and order some of her wine right now. The link is in the description. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with her because I want you to. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, wow, I got that camera too close. I got to change the perspective, man. Get the likes up for me, man. Get the likes up. Man, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hey, man, y'all let me know where y'all tapping in from, man. Let me know where y'all tapping in from, man. Like I said, we got on the Black Money Matters today. You know, y'all go hit her up. Fuck with her one time. You feel me? You know the BossMack don't never be wearing nobody else shit. And the BossMack is in here buzzing off the motherfucking wine, man. I can't believe it, man. Y'all know I don't be drinking. But I just had one cup, though. Shout out to the chat. Oh, shit, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Shout out to the chat. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hold on. And she is back. It's all good. All right.
Okay, I'm back.
She's back. Okay, so we went through the top wine, the best wines, the experience. And let's see, you put me up on the wine tasting spot. Okay. This summer, you have any like major type of events? It is officially, it's gonna be summer tomorrow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
I actually have a couple of things coming up. So July 8th, I'll be doing a brunch conference. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway. So July 8th, I have that. Then July.
Push the thing down the mic. No, the foam on the mic. Yeah, there you go. All right.
July 15th, I will be doing Swim Fashion Week in Calabasas.
Okay.
RJ, Mr. LA will be performing for that.
Okay.
And I am the wine feature for that. And then July 22nd, I will be with Ash Bash in Lancaster. And then after that, of course, August 12th, I'll be in Houston for the comedy show. Which will actually is really special to me because I'm teaming up with, a good friend of mine that we went to school together. She's a class under me, but a lot of us are reconnecting and we're figuring out how to come together and collaborate. And so we got that. And then towards the end of the summer, I'll be in DC, actually expanding to the Black Wine experience there.
Okay.
And I'll be back in Brooklyn in November. And then in December, I'm actually working on a perfume line as well. So that's a different experience, but we're gonna kind of do like a soft opening, which is like close friends and family in December for my birthday. So that that perfume will be called 1204 by Chapter 38.
1204 by Chapter 38.
And that's my birthday.
Okay, I get it. 1204 by Chapter 38. Come on now. That's what's up.
We're actually, I'm actually teaming up with or partnering up with a crush facility in Nacogdoches, Texas, where we're gonna be working on a almond wine for next fall.
Did you say Nacogdoches, Texas?
Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches. I was about
Yeah.
to say that. Oh, wow. This place called Nacogdoches. I ain't never heard of that.
No,
My mind, you can see, man, my mind. Damn.
no, it's called Nacogdoches, Texas, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes. Is that northeast Texas? So, yeah, I'm trying to take the same experience that I started here in California, really, or with the same, like California wine grapes, California cannabis. I'm trying to do the same thing in Texas. California grapes. I'm sorry, Texas grapes, Texas cannabis.
Okay.
So,
Texas grapes, Texas cannabis. All right.
I'm all over the place.
You're all over the place.
I am.
But Chapter 38 Wines
I
is
am.
winning.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, what about vacation? You doing a vacation in the midst of all that stuff, type of shit? Any vacation?
So I am planning the new year. I'm looking at Belize for the new year.
Ain't no vacation till New Year. Fuck the summer. The summer is all work.
Fuck that. Vacation is grinding in the summer. That's our peak season. So ain't no. I mean, it is what it is.
I like that. I like that.
I can sit on that money. I don't have to spend on it. I don't have to spend it.
I like that. That's what's up.
So we gonna grind it out. My people, I'm bad at this. I'm a natural workaholic.
Right.
So even before I got into the wine, I actually used to promote in Houston. I was the only female North Houston who was doing my own promotions. And what I did was a lot of my homeboys out here was doing club promoting. They gave me the game and I took it back to Houston and I won on the North Side. So as I was working in corporate America, because I have my experience, over 20 years of experience in supply chain management. And so I took that Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I was corporate. I was a whole nother motherfucker outside of that. And so I was pounding the pavement in the streets. I was a bartender and I did promotions on the weekends. So I'm naturally a workaholic.
Right.
So I don't want to say unfortunately, but yeah, like the summer is peak months. Even so, our chocolate Pinot Noir is only available October through February. And so those are my busiest months too. So I go into grind mode for that. We have toy drives. We get invited. I think this year, I just got invited to a players ball in Houston. So we're actually kind of like going to Brown Skin Girl, which is my nonprofit, is actually more incorporated with that. And I have a team of girls who are, heavily connected with that, with the planning process with that. So like people think I'm crazy. I don't sleep much, but
that's what hustling is like, though. Like
Yeah.
when it's your shit and it's working.
yeah,
Ain't no can't stop.
yeah,
I feel you.
yeah.
I understand.
It can be taxing sometimes. I'm in therapy.
She said I'm in therapy. Oh shit. See,
I'm
really?
in therapy to figure that out, but I don't think that therapy can help what God vision has given me as an entrepreneur. So I just figured out along the way.
I wonder, can real niggas get therapy though? Like, I be thinking about that.
What? Okay, so like thinking about what though? Dissect that.
Cause in a way, I be thinking about that. I be like, do a nigga need therapy? But
If
then,
you have to question yourself, then it's probably a yes.
but you know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of stoicism a nigga gotta have. You understand me? So, I mean,
I got you.
if you, I can understand if you have overwhelming episodes you experience, like maybe you've seen some people brains get blowed out, or you was involved in some,
I got you.
you know what I mean, and you PTSD in it out here. But if you had reasonable traumas and tragedies that all human beings have, I mean, how much talking to other people do you need to do?
So there's ways around that because I've been through some of my own traumatic situations. I don't want to go into detail,
But I mean, as a nigga, as a man,
okay.
you know.
So men, you guys have a tendency to challenge with transparency, and that's fine. But if you're gonna have the conversation with therapy, I think that you can dance around it and still get the healing, because I had to. My therapist doesn't know all the things that because I feel like legally she might say something. She's motherfucking obligated.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you can't really say you can't.
And you can't, but you can dance around it and still get your healing. I'm finding it. I'm being honest. I'm finding it. And you can dance around it and still get your healing. Because I, too, have experienced the LA streets, and I brought that shit back to Houston with me. And, I had that same mentality for a while. I got caught up in some shit, but in therapy, I'm just learning how to talk around it. That's crazy. I don't even know how to describe it. I just know that I can't tell this motherfucker everything. I just know that she needs to understand how to heal me in a specific, conversation that I'm having. And it's been freeing.
It's been freeing.
It's been freeing.
I feel you.
So, I look innocent, but I got a story.
I
don't know if it's my friends keep encouraging me. You should write
I feel like it's okay for bitches to talk to people.
Really?
I don't think it's okay for niggas really to expose certain because niggas. I mean, you just certain. You got to endure certain amounts of hardness.
Okay, so let me say this, because
endure hardness like a good soldier. I think that's in the Bible somewhere.
It is, because my youngest son has experienced some shit that he was in therapy, but I had to coach him. Oh, should I be saying this online?
Don't expose him. He might not want to.
No, I ain't exposing him. I'm just saying, I
mean, he might not want you.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, you can, but if you got a mama like me, I'ma coach you through it. I'm just being a stack with it. I'm being honest, cause I'ma die behind my two. I don't give a fuck. And but I'ma coach them into their healing though. Don't let this smooth taste fool you. I promise you, I'm a fool with the shit.
I'ma coach them into their healing.
I'ma coach them into their healing, but my So anyway, with that being said, it's definitely a way around it if you're coached properly prior to the therapy session, but you can still be healed.
I feel you.
But
I feel you, man.
Or unless you have someone around you who is either your elder who can figure that out. But now that
I like how you put that twist on there and said elder. I was about to wonder what you was finna say. Tell the homie. I was about to say, nah, you can't tell.
Nah.
You can't tell niggas everything.
Nah.
You feel me? Like,
them niggas is for the reward money.
Hey, man.
Nah.
It's like, I feel like, I don't know, niggas be having PTSD. Niggas be having all type of
You're right.
Like,
You're right.
Cause I mean, I've seen the process up close like many times, but even with this podcast, you feel me? Like, I've seen niggas cause it's been niggas that been on this podcast that then got killed. You feel me? And then, niggas homies, you know what I'm saying? Cause we all close, you feel me? A lot of the homies. So something like that happened, and then we still got to keep doing the podcast.
Damn.
Right? And see, to see niggas processing that, you know what I'm saying?
Some people don't process it well.
You know, and then niggas can't show the niggas can't like break down and weep. You know what I'm saying?
I can relate.
Niggas, but you see niggas absorbing it, trying to work through it, man. You know.
So yeah, I can relate because my
Crazy.
youngest son is definitely that conversation. So my youngest son is the rider. My oldest son is diplomatic. My oldest son don't play that shit. Like we gonna do everything by the book.
Right.
My youngest son is on some extra shit. From the time the test said positive, he's been a problem. Not a problem, but he just active like that.
Have you been getting a lot of his homies man down? A lot of his homies getting man down out there? Is that type of shit happening?
Yeah,
to him?
Houston is since Katrina.
Yeah.
Houston has definitely changed, and so it's been a progress of that. So
some of my young niggas, man, like my little nephew, man, niggas done experienced some way out shit. Like one of my little nephew, his homie, he was there when his homie, they about to go out and hang out type shit. They like 18 and shit, 17. They about to go hang out. They stopped by the house right quick to drop something off, and one of the niggas' bitches there, right? And it's like some regular shit. Like we about to go out, and the bitch is upset. Nah, nigga, I'm tired of this bullshit. Woo. Throw one of the homie phones. Niggas like, man, you need to check your bitch, man. Come on, man. What you doing, man? We just finna go out. Hold on, man. Let me go talk to her. Nigga go over there, and she stabbed that nigga to death right quick in front of them niggas. You feel me?
yeah.
I'm like, man, that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what be happening to the youngins. And then also another thing too, man, is the niggas is OD and is regular.
Oh yeah.
That's regular, like.
That's a natural life, and then it's like it's okay to OD.
That's regular. That might happen. It's gonna happen at this party.
Right. Yeah.
Will he make it?
Damn.
Will he make it? Sometimes they don't make it.
Damn.
But anyway, I was just talking about that.
No, that's
I don't mean to bring the tone of the podcast down.
No. I think what you're going to is what back to 30, 45 minutes ago when I was saying I don't listen to that young shit because I believe that some of that shit is influenced. I'm just gonna keep it as that. I just feel like some of that shit
start listening
is
to
okay.
it, and I start sipping lean and shit. I started listening to it.
Now, when
Papa Perkins sips
no.
lean.
When lean was being sipped back in the 90s, that was a different level of like turn up. This shit is dark as fuck.
It was some happy shit back in the day.
Sipping lean back in the day was happy as fuck. This shit is so morbid and so dark. So yeah, like, but I appreciate you for going down into that conversation because I really believe it needs to be talked about, and I think it needs to be said because they're feeling it, they're hearing it, they're seeing it.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't saying shit, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Look here, man. We done talked for almost 2.5 hours here.
I've had so much fun.
Man,
I didn't think I was gonna have this much fun.
You didn't? Yeah.
I guess because I just didn't know what I was walking
Like,
into.
he's a weirdo. I hope he's not a weirdo.
No, I
She
didn't
was like,
say
oh my
that.
God. He knows Ash Bass, so as long as he
I'm
he
just
knows
saying,
Ash Bass.
yeah.
He was
No. But it was just like just kind of like filling out things out. Like I told you, I haven't done that many podcasts. I kind of stay in my own lane.
Okay, let me ask you about that. How many podcasts have you done?
This will be my third one.
Third one. Where's the other ones you did? What was they at?
Houston and Detroit.
Houston and Detroit. Okay, what was the podcast in Detroit?
It actually was pretty dope because at the time cannabis was on the way to being
Right.
legally, recreationally. So it was different. The team that I work with there was really gets about and supports the wine, and they want to push that in Detroit, and so they want to make sure it's vocalized, but it's not the Cali vibe though.
Right.
We sitting around and we having LA street conversations. We vibing with the weed smell different there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't know weed smell the same way it smells
So
out here.
how did you connect with that podcast? Was it you was out there doing business and somebody told you about
Yeah,
them?
so my cousin that shout out to Sherrod and Property Research Group. Him and his homeboys, he went to Crenshaw High, and his homeboys went to Westchester, and so they created a community of real estate owners, and they came together. Different LLCs came together and started during the pandemic. Just started pounding the information into us. Whoever wanted to join on Zoom, they was like having the conversation. Now they started Leimert Park Capital back in 2018, but nobody was really fucking with it. They already had the knowledge about gentrification.
Right.
But nobody was really fucking with it. Like, you niggas is crazy. Like, what y'all talking about? And I was paying attention to him, and he came to me and my sister, and he was like, let's create a cousin group where we're doing buying land. The unfortunate part about that was when he came to us, only certain members of our cousins didn't bite. So I took his concept and took it to Houston and said, let me tap into certain parts of our cousins that would pick up on it. And now that's what we have, the different conversations that I told you earlier. But
You was talking about the podcast.
yeah, so with the podcast, when I was in Cancun, my cousin tapped in. Anywhere I'm at, I'm always tapping into the meeting. And he was like, hey, we go. In fact, yeah, I was in Cancun. I was on my way to Cancun. And he tapped in and he was like, hey, I'm just letting you know now, we going to Detroit, and we got somebody there who's going to show us around Detroit. I was like, man, why you just not telling me this? He was like, man, I just got the information, but I know you going to bite off of it. Shit, I already bet. As I'm packing my shit, I got to book another flight. I got to cut my Cancun trip short.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to be there for 8 days. I cut it short to 4 from Cancun. I went to Detroit and took a 48-hour tour of the city and figured out where we was going to purchase the land and strategically place it around the bridge, because they're building a new bridge. It's like a $3 million or $3 billion bridge that they're rebuilding, because it's already a bridge from Detroit to Michigan. But I'm sorry, from Michigan to Canada. So now that Michigan is finally legal, Canada can do business with Michigan.
Right.
So went out there, spent 2 days, and got the best 2 days of my life, and that's how I met this group. And so this group is connected to Brooklyn, the Bronx, and Ghana.
Okay.
So that's how, loyal to the soil, global, international, and that's how I got my connection.
And plug with the podcast.
Plug with the podcast.
Okay, now what kind of podcast was it?
The same platform as this. It just wasn't on this scale. They didn't have as many views or conversations. I feel like this is more organized. They were still trying to figure it out, even though the guy who went to school with my cousin, he's from Crenshaw.
Right.
He graduated from there. He's still just trying to piece things together and figure it out.
Okay.
So it wasn't as organized.
Okay.
It was kind of, still in the beginning stages. They didn't know, couldn't figure out the technology side of it.
Right.
So it was some glitches. But this is definitely more
I appreciate it.
more organized, straight to the point. Definitely putting more brands to the forefront as a marketing perspective. And the conversation is just about real shit that's going on.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Detroit, I'm not taking anything from them. They just knew.
Okay, the second podcast, what was that one?
The second podcast was in Houston. And actually I am the sponsor for his reality show.
Okay.
And it's just new.
Okay.
And Houston is trying to figure it out. They're trying, now that they're kind of being more in the forefront and being seen. The pandemic gave them that opportunity to do that. So I've had that platform to have that conversation or sit down on it. Not as organized.
I feel you.
Not as entwined with international information.
Right.
Not as I'm not taking anything away from these people. I'm just saying, like, they're still trying to figure it out,
I feel
and they're
you.
not consistent. And I think sometimes these other areas get they get, what do you call it? They get thrown off course because they're not. They get people who are talking about them or saying things about them, and then so they just let them dim their light.
It's hard to keep going. It's hard to
Yeah,
keep
consistency.
going. It's hard to keep
And
going.
so, you know, when you told me how long you've been in this business and what you've been doing, consistency is everything. And so I just think that this platform is definitely that.
Yeah.
It's consistency and it's the conversations. It's a real podcast. I feel famous.
I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Okay, on that note, we're going to go ahead and end it off. I appreciate you coming and fucking with me.
Me. This was amazing.
Yeah, you're going to have to come back and shit, though.
Yeah, please
For real.
invite me more just for more conversation. This
Yeah,
was
we
amazing.
can, you know, we can include you in the loop of our normal, you know, we normally just be blitzing through the different shit going on in the world. You feel me? And, you know.
I'll supply the wine every time I come.
She'll supply the wine. I don't be liking to get buzzed like that though, but I'm gonna make sure I'm doing some wine tastings though. I don't be liking to get buzzed like that because
That's okay. We're gonna take you wine tasting.
Yeah, because that shit.
We're gonna go on a journey.
Yeah, man, the real deal.
Because I think you have a lot to learn.
Okay, I appreciate it. All right, we out. All right.
Peace.